What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 26th day of December, and here we are, roughly 7.5 hours left in the day, with $1.84 being the price. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it, okay? Here we are, moving down oh so subtly over the past 5 days or so. It's seeming as though we might go a little bit lower as well. I will say right here, this double bottom look is becoming less realistic now, right? Double bottoms, you don't see a double bottom like this, and then like it's not that it can't happen, it's just weird. And what about triple bottoms? What about this? What about that? Yeah. But if we were to double bottom, I would expect that we recover. It's still a possibility, and if and when we get above these highs here, I do expect that to validate this low or whatever low we might have. But at this point, I think it might be time to consider lower prices. Very low volume. You are in this consolidation phase here, right? And your volume is just absolutely gone. At any moment, we're expecting a breakout, okay? I am expecting we break out to the upside, not to the downside. Anything can happen. But regardless of which direction we go, when the volume comes in, that will back up the decision, okay? I'm thinking that decision will be had to the upside, not to the downside, okay? We look at this on the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom out from there, picking up a little bit of volume, but not really going anywhere. Right? That's not really bearish. It's like you tried here, but you didn't go anywhere. You got a higher low. That's not bearish. Looking at this from a low to a high. Right at the golden ratio. You're having a hell of a time breaking below that level there, aren't you? The RSI is bearish. Stochastics are bearish. The MACD is bearish too, all on the 1 hour time frame. We're at $1.84. Bearish on the 1 hour time frame could mean we go down to $1.80 and then we move up. Bearish on the 1 hour time frame could mean we move down to $1.78 and then we move up. It's not crazy bearish, but we probably do go a little bit lower. We probably don't hold this as support. Still though, it is kind of odd. It's like you brought a lot of volume, but you didn't go anywhere. You got a higher low. I could be wrong. Maybe we don't go lower. Maybe we do just reverse from here. But I don't know. I'm sticking with the downside for now at least. Let's see. 4 hour time frame, yeah, the RSI looks bearish. Stochastics are weird. And the MACD is bearish as well. I'm sticking with the downside. I do think that we have lower to go. Okay. Low here to the high there. We found support at the golden ratio once, twice, 3 times now. So by default, I would assume that we find support at the 886, 786. Maybe we are getting set up for some kind of weird looking triple bottom. Maybe. Maybe we go a little bit lower. XRP is completely prone to doing fake outs to the downside and to the upside, right? You kind of had a fake out here. It's like you were breaking out of this. You broke out and then you came back down, right? Very prone to fake outs. I wouldn't think that XRP from here goes below, let's say, $1.66. I doubt it goes below $1.66, but I could see us from here, $1.84 going down to about $1.81 to $1.79. That is the next call. So probably somewhere here, find support, and from there we're looking to validate that as a low. We validate this as a low once we get above these highs over here. Okay, so that's a lot of work. We could, in theory, go down, find support here, come back up above these highs, and still go lower, right? We don't validate this low until we're above about $2 and, what was it, $2.30, let's just say, $2.30. A little bit lower from here, though. That's what I'm seeing. And especially because you got a double top at the 50 on your RSI. You're very bearish overall in the 4 hour. Stochastics are just weird, and the MACD is clearly bearish as well, so that's why. Daily time frame, bearish RSI. The stochastics have somewhat of a setup here, but only if you cross up. I'm not really amazed by it. I think we probably come down. I would say the stochastics are bearish too. And the MACD, man, you took a good thing and you turned it into a bad thing. You got the false cross to the green. We're building bearish momentum now. I would think that we continue to come down. So yeah, let's just one more time. I want to double check some things here real quick. Let's see, from a low here. No. Do I want? I'll take this low to this high. Yeah, we'll do that. Is that the right one? It looks like it's being regarded. Maybe I should say $1.55 at the lowest. I doubt we go below $1.55. We're probably not going to go below $1.73 though, but $1.55 at the absolute lowest. I don't really like these fibs, only because here we got a slightly lower low. Here you even had a slightly lower low. I don't know what. Let's try this one out. Let's just see. Low to high. The thought here, the reason why I'm trying these fibs out, okay, typically what I do is I'll take the first pivot, okay, typically. But here, having lower lows, I typically, during that first pivot, I like to go for the lowest low, right? In a pattern like this, where it's a descending triangle, that could be a little bit trickier. Sometimes it's best, oftentimes it's best to get that first pivot, that significant pivot, but sometimes it's best to actually get that very last pivot. So I want to measure that last pivot and just see from here, from a low to a high, is there any respect? And you can tell that a fib's being respected by just looking at the lines. To some degree, there is some respect. But largely, I would say no, not really. Not really. $1.63, all kind of in that same area. $1.55, $1.75, somewhere in there. We're at $1.84 now. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we did go below this low, but just slightly below it. If I'm wrong, that's fine. At the end of the day, slightly lower low, double bottom, triple bottom, slightly higher low, whatever it is. At the end of the day, we're going to break out of this range to the upside. That's what we're expecting. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. The same thought that I'm going to promote here is the same thought that I've been promoting. Even at these prices, even at these prices, and even at these prices, right? It's the same thought, is that, sure, it might go a little bit lower, but this move is nothing compared to what's coming, right? Don't let that scare you and make you miss out on this. Because this, to be honest, isn't even the end of it. This thing's going to move all the way up, man. All the way up. Don't let this scare you away from this, okay? I got really nothing else to say. I do expect XRP, whenever it is time, to break out of this range. I do expect that we're going to break out and move all the way up to this $13 to $16 area. And we should see this happen either by the end of Q1. Yes, by the end of Q1, by the end of March, we should be up at this $13 to $16 area. I'm very much expecting that with XRP. Or it's possible it could be Q2. But I don't think that we're going to find any sizable resistance that stops us for too long on the way. Of course, it might, whenever it happens, we might look back at it and feel like it was a straight line up, just like we did here. But there was volatility, right? There was volatility. We look back at that moment and we assume that it was just a straight line up, but there was volatility. There were multiple moments where you pulled back over 20%, right? Here you pulled back not 29%. You pulled back 21%. Here you pulled back like 19%. 21% again. Right there, you pulled back a little bit as well. There are going to be significant pullbacks along the way. I don't expect us to move exactly the same way, but nonetheless, I do very much expect that once we break out of this range, we're not stopping until a $13 to $16 target is achieved. I've got nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, please, and thank you. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.